Hey everybody. So I'm going to do a purple mauve plum type look today. Going to use two products that I've shown you in haul videos. Actually, I'm going to use a lot more than two products that I've shown you in haul videos, but the key products from like the eye and the lip are things that I have not worn in any recent videos, and I thought that it might be fun to use them in a video and see how they work together. Alright, so I'm going to talk to you about something while I'm doing this that is not makeup related, but I may have to keep interrupting myself if there's something I need to interject about the makeup, so let's get started. This is Lip Smacker Tsum Tsum Minnie Strawberry Flavored Lip Balm. Always moisturize my lips before I do anything else. And this is really getting down there, but I have a bunch of these, so I'll most likely just switch to another one when this one's gone. Alright, the thing I wanted to talk to you about is, who is depressed about Carrie Fisher dying? These celebrities, they touch our lives in such a big way with their work that when they die, you feel almost like you've lost a friend. I remember the last time I was this depressed about a celebrity dying is when Prince died. I mean, I know other celebrities have died since then, but certain people make more of an impact on your life than others. And I have a book on that bookcase behind me written by Carrie Fisher, and that's my to be read bookcase. Postcards from the Edge is the name of the book. And a lot of people don't know that she was an author as well as an actress. She was on a book tour when she was on that plane. That's why she was on that plane. And so, yeah, she was out there promoting her latest book. But it's really been bothering me. I'm trying not to think about it, but just like when Prince died, you can't not think about it. And George Michael died, and you know, that's not really my kind of music, but of course I know who he is, and there was a couple songs that he did that I really liked, like Careless Whisper was a great song. But in general, oh, this is sorry, this is Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is just the original formula. But yeah, George Michael died, and then the actor who played Dumbledore in the first two Harry Potter movies died, so there's your three right there. Deaths come in threes. But yeah, but Carrie Fisher especially, that's really been bothering me. I know my face is getting wicked red, but it'll go away. I'm just by massaging my face, I'm bringing all the blood to the surface, but that will stop in a minute. Yeah, so that's really been bothering me. You know, Carrie Fisher was bipolar, and she had a therapy dog named Gary, and Gary had his own Twitter account. Now, I don't know who does the tweets for Gary. He was on the seat next to her when she was on that plane, so he witnessed his owner's death, which must have been horrifying. I mean, she didn't die right there on the plane. She died in the hospital, but still, you know, I'm sure he knew something was very wrong. But fortunately, Carrie Fisher's daughter is going to take Gary. But Gary was by Carrie Fisher's side all the time because he was a therapy dog. And I'm so glad that Carrie Fisher's daughter is going to be taking him. But yeah, he had his own Twitter account, and I don't know who does the tweets for him. But I came across this like in a news article or something. I wasn't following her dog on Twitter. But the last tweet that he tweeted was something like, you know, my mom is gone, I love you, or something like that. And I was like, oh, and I started bawling when I read that. I was like, oh, that is heartbreaking. So I don't know who's doing the tweet for her dog, but really sad. This is the City Color Correct and Perfect palette, and I'm using the shade Pink under my eyes. So I'm just doing a light layer of this. So I do primer, foundation primer, corrector, foundation, then concealer. Speaking of foundation, I've been using the other shade of the Wet n Wild foundation that I purchased recently, the Rose Ivory one. This is a perfect match. I don't have to adjust it or anything. Make sure if you buy this foundation that you shake it up good, because it has a tendency to separate just a little bit, I think, in the bottom. And I have been using this foundation with a brush, and then I tried it with my beauty blender, and oh my god, I love the finish so much more with my beauty blender. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to use this side of the beauty blender for my foundation, then I'll flip it around and use the other side for my concealer. So in case you didn't see that other video, it has like a paddle. So I just kind of pat some on the top and sort of pounce it under my skin. Sorry about the wet hair, guys, but I have an appointment to have my car surfaced, so if I pull my hair back, my hair won't be done in time to go to my appointment. I mean, it won't be dry in time, because right after I finish this video, I'm probably going to have to leave and go to my appointment. Anybody else hate having their routine interrupted? I am such a creature of habit, and I hate it when I have an appointment for anything. I don't know, it really bothers me, it upsets me. I don't like having to do anything out of the ordinary, which is so stupid because that's life, right? But yeah, I got to bring my car in, and you know, it's not going in for any big deal or anything. It's just gonna have the oil changed and the tires rotated and just the basic service. And they've got Wi-Fi in there, so that's nice. Okay, so see how much nicer the finish is when you use a beauty blender with this? Because I think, I did a video using the other shade of this foundation on camera, and I used a brush, but this just looks so much more natural and everything. So I'll just do another scoop, and we'll do the other side. Yeah, the Rose Ivory is a great match for me. The other one ended up not being the right shade, but that's why I bought two shades, because I figured one would be the right one. So once I get my car serviced today, I'll be all set for 6 months. That's one of the great things about having a Prius, is you only have to have it serviced every 6 months. Whereas when you have a regular car, you should go every 3 months and get your oil changed. So somebody like me that hates to bring their car in, it's good to have a Prius. Well, it's good to have a Prius for a lot of reasons, but just the gas mileage and everything is nice. If you've ever wondered about, or if you've ever thought about getting a Prius, mine is really old. I was one of the first people in my whole area to get one when Toyota first started carrying that model. And I have no regrets. I love my car. My car is so old, but it would break my heart to get rid of it. I'm so attached to it. But I always get attached to my cars. I don't know why that is, because I know it's just a machine, but I always feel bad when I get rid of my car and get a new one. But this one in particular, I love it so much. It's the smartest decision I ever made in my whole life, was buying this car. So I definitely have no regrets. It's run well. I haven't had any major problems with it. There's been a few recalls here and there, but you just bring it in and they'll fix what the recall is for free. You don't have to pay for it. Okay. So, let's see. That's pretty even, right? Okay, so the next thing is concealer, and the Wet n Wild concealer is very good, but I'm going to use the Tarte because it was more expensive. Now, they're both good. They're a little different. The Tarte one is thicker and probably slightly more yellow. Well, at least this shade is anyway. This is light. But yeah, I waited so long to get this that I definitely want to make sure I use every drop of this, plus because of the price and everything. But the Wet n Wild one is excellent. I think when I run out of this at some point, I will switch over to that Wet n Wild one. It's very, very good, especially for the price. So if you're looking for a good drugstore concealer, I really recommend the brand new Wet n Wild Photofocus one. Very good. Hopefully I'll be able to upload this video and get it up on YouTube before I leave, because when I get back it'll be close to the time that I would normally make dinner, so then I don't know when the video would go up. I try to get my videos up before noon when possible, so that you guys kind of have somewhat of an idea when to expect it. Plus, you always get the best lighting in the morning. So if I film my videos in the morning, then it works out. It works out for me too, like with my schedule. All right. Oh, that was pretty easy. Okay, next would be face contour. And I've really been enjoying the contour powder in the new Physicians Formula Bronze Booster matte sculpting palette. Yeah, the center one is the contour, and I've been using that almost every day since I bought it. Not really crazy about this packaging. It's kind of hard to open, and then the cover doesn't open all the way. It only opens like halfway, so it's kind of awkward to use. And I'm just going to use this Real Techniques contour brush. So I'm just going to lightly contour. See how I do with the mirror here. Alright, and for a blush today, I'm going to use the new Physicians Formula Butter Blush in Plum Rose. This is such a beautiful blush. I really have been enjoying this. They didn't release very many colors though. There's this one, and then there's this shimmery bronzy type color that is really more of a highlighter than it is a blush. But I mean, this is pretty, but it doesn't go with every single look. Physicians Formula. I'm going to use this Real Techniques brush. Doesn't have a name on it. It's number 300. This is from their Fancy Schmancy Deluxe line. These brushes are beautiful. I don't love all of them. I like some of them, but I don't love all of them. This blush is very subtle, but it's Plum Rose is the shade name. So it does go with a lot of looks. I said that it doesn't go with everything, but it goes with a lot. So I'm just trying to work that right into the contour so it sort of merges with it. All right, that's good. And for highlight today, I'm going to use that highlight in the new Milani Face and Eye Strobe palette in Candlelight that I showed you in my haul video. Really pretty highlight. And what I've been doing is I've been using the new Jordana cream strobing stick, Jordana Glow and Go creamy strobing stick in Pearl Glow. And I forgot to mention in yesterday's video that this does come in, I think, 2 other shades. This is the lightest one. So I'm just going to go across the top of my cheekbones. Use that as sort of a base for the other one. Doesn't really need it, but why not use them both, right? Okay, this is a Sephora Pro Flawless Airbrush. It's number, the writing's all worn off. I think it's 500 or 50, 56. Anyway, doesn't matter. Whatever you use for a highlight brush. Can see that one. I can see it glowing right there. Okay, so face products are done. Okay, for an eyeshadow base today, I'm going to use a little bit of this MAC Paint Pot in Stormy Pink, because we are doing a plum mauve purple look. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and I'm going to put that on my lids because I sort of need it because of what I'm going to use on top of this. The eyeshadow I'm using on top of this has got to have something to hold on to. So fortunately I have this mauve type cream eyeshadow. I mean, I could use a clear one like Urban Decay Primer Potion or something like that, but if I have a colored base to match whatever shadow I'm using, even better. This isn't exactly the same color, but it's in that color family. It's close enough that it'll make the perfect base for that eyeshadow that I'm going to use. Okay, now whatever is left on my finger, I'm going to just work a little bit into the crease because I don't necessarily want as much of a colored base in the crease because I'm using a different shade in the crease. Still in the same color family though. Alright, so what am I using for eyeshadows? I am using, I'm going to use Tang by ColourPop, which is a mauve. And yeah, I don't think I've worn this in a video yet. And I'm going to use this ColourPop blending brush. You still can't buy these separately, but I'm sure they must be gonna sell these at some point. And when they do, you need this blending brush. The shader brush, you don't really need that, but this is an awesome brush. I like it every bit as much as my e.l.f. blending brush, which you know how much I raved about that. They're very similar. Very, very similar. So I'm just going to put a little bit of Tang on the brush. And this is going to be my crease color. This is a somewhat similar color to Bill, but this is more pigmented and is a little deeper. It's a superior shadow to Bill. Bill is very frustrating to work with. And it's a shame because it's such a pretty color, but it has almost no pigmentation, so you can't do anything with it. At least I can't anyway. Yeah, so getting back to what I was talking about at the beginning of the video, hopefully no more celebrities will die anytime soon. Yeah, it's so depressing. I mean, I know that's part of life, but it's one of the parts of life that I think that are hardest to deal with. Probably the most traumatic moments of my life have been, losing people that I care about. My father has been gone for a number of years now. My grandparents obviously are all gone. Well, I say obviously, but it's because of my age that I say that. I still have my mom, thank God. My husband. But yeah, losing somebody you care about is tough. I've lost a lot of friends over the years. A lot of people that were gone way too soon. But your age is no guarantee in life. I can remember some of the kids that I went to school with died, when we were still all very young. So count your blessings, because you don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next. Does the tone of this video seem different to you? I don't know if you like this better. I'm like, sharing way more than I normally do. But this is real. Sometimes I feel like people's videos are a little too cold, a little too impersonal, but that all depends on what you like, Okay, so my crease color is on, and that looks fairly even. Now I'm going to use Stereo. And the reason why I say it like that, Stereo is a purple. It's a warm purple. And the last time I used this, I put it on my lids, but I wasn't really happy with the look. I'm hoping that it wasn't just that this is not a good color for me. I'm hoping that the reason why I didn't like it last time is because of what I put with it, because I didn't have Tang at the time. And to me, Tang and Stereo look like they go together great, but we shall see. So if it still doesn't look good when I'm done, this probably just is going to be too deep of a shade for me. Hopefully that's not the case. Okay, with sparkly, glittery ColourPop shadows, you're best off using your finger and patting it on top of some sort of creamy base. That's why I put the MAC Paint Pot on there. But with the crease colors, you can use a blending brush. I do have the ColourPop shader brush, but I feel like it still applies better with your finger. So I'm just going to swirl my finger in there, and I'm going to lightly tap that on the lids. Yeah, if you use the wrong crease color with a lid shade, not everything goes together, so I can't remember what I used last time, but it did not look good. But I think Tang is going to be much better shadow to pair this with. Oh yeah, that's very pretty. So those two really go together well. A lot of times I'll buy eyeshadows and I don't even think about what I'm going to put with it. And then I look at my massive collection and think, how can there not be a shadow in here to go with that new shadow that I bought? But that happens all the time. That's why, even if you have a large collection sometimes, you can still not have the right shades or tones or depth of color that you want to go with something else that you bought. Which is why a lot of people like palettes, because usually the colors will somewhat coordinate with each other. But to me, I like the challenge of using single eyeshadows because it really forces me to use makeup skills to pick the right thing to go with something else. I don't want someone else to do the work for me. I like to figure it out for myself. And also, you know, sometimes putting different colors together is fun to try to see how it works out. Doesn't always work out, but it's fun to be challenged like that. Okay. Try to get it somewhat even. Alright, now that I've done that, I don't know if you can see, it looks like all my crease is all messed up. So, all I'm going to do is take Tang again and just put a tiny bit more to blend out that inconsistency there, make it smoother and even. Yeah, that's much better. These colors go together way better. I don't remember now what it was that I used with stereo last time, but it wasn't good, whatever it was. So mauves, plums, purples, they always seem to work well together, depending on the tone, you know. These are what I would call a warm mauve in the crease and a warm purple on the lid. Alright, now for a liner, I was really debating whether I was just going to go all out and use a purple liner or use something neutral. And what I'm going to do is, this is the only purple eyeliner that I own. It's by Shea Moisture. But this is a cooler purple, so I don't think that would probably be a good match. So I'm just going to go with basic black. This is Revlon Colorstay in black. I had bought this a few months ago because I couldn't remember whether I liked Revlon eyeliners or not, and it's okay, but you know, I think there's better eyeliners out there, so I probably wouldn't repurchase it, but it's okay. It isn't horrible, but it isn't great either. I'm gonna go right along the lower lash line. I'm not gonna do the waterline. I'm just gonna go right on the lower lash line. Very lightly. I don't want this to be a crazy black eyeliner look. I don't want it to be too intense. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Tang again, and I'm going to take a small pencil brush and put a little bit of that, put a little bit of Tang on the brush, and I'm just going to smudge that into the liner a little bit. Excuse me. Fortunately, I always have a drink of water here. I just had a coughing fit off camera. My sinuses have been kind of crazy lately. So every once in a while I'll feel like I have to cough even though I'm not sick. At least I don't think I am anyway. Alright, so I smudged a little bit of Tang along the lower lash line there. And now I'm going to go back to my eyeliner and I'm going to tightline, which is just another way of saying put this eyeliner on my upper waterline. And I'm going to use a couple different mascaras. At the end of this month, it'll be time to throw these away, which I can't even believe that it's been 3 months already. But yeah, I keep my mascaras for 3 months. So L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black is what I use on my lower lash line, or on my lower lashes. And I know I've said this before, but I do my lower lashes first because if you do your lower lashes first, then you won't get any smudge marks up above. I love the really thin brush on this. That's a great lower lash mascara. And on the top lashes, I'm going to use Maybelline the Falsies Push Up Angel Mascara. I got that when it first came out, and I do really like this mascara. But I have those other 2 mascaras that I bought not too long ago, the new CoverGirl one and then the Maybelline Spider one, so I think I'll just stick to those for now, till something else new comes out that I'm going to want to try. But yeah, I can't believe it's been 3 months already since I bought these. Seems like I just got them. Time goes so quick. Alright, what is next? Brows. This is finally starting to show up in other stores besides the one I bought it in now. This is new. L'Oreal Brow Stylist Frame and Set Brow Gel. This is in light brunette. I did a whole video about this if you want more information about it. It's a nice, cool, light brown brow gel. And it comes with the brush spoolie combo, which is nice, works really well. So you get that for free. And yeah, been really liking this. I'll just do a little bit and then I'll shut the camera off for a while till I finish, because otherwise video is going to be crazy long. But I really like this, and it's finally starting to show up in stores. I got it at Christmas Tree Shop, but it's on the Ulta website now, so it'll probably be everywhere else anytime soon now. Sometime soon, I should say. And just flip it around and use the spoolie. So actually that didn't really take that long at all, did it? Getting better at this. Practice makes perfect. The more you do something, the less time it's going to take. Alright, I'll shut the camera off and come back after I've done the other one though. Alright, so all that leaves is the lips. NYX Lip Primer. I put this under every lip product that I use. It is incredible. I showed you in yesterday's haul video that I bought a backup because I don't want to be without this. So just, you don't even have to like be wicked precise with it. It's just a clear magical balm. So work it into the lips, let it set for a few seconds, and then you're ready for whatever you're going to use for a lip product. This is ColourPop Barracuda. It's like a plummy shade, and that's what I'm going to use because purple, mauve, plum, I like those colors together. So we've got the mauve and the purple eyeshadows, and I'm going to do a plum lip. And this is a ultra satin, which means it's going to go on smoothly, feel wonderful on my lips, but if I eat or drink something, I might have to fix it. Okay. I feel like the lip color doesn't really coordinate that well with the other shades, but you know, you really don't know till you try. Yeah, it's too warm. It's too warm. It would have been better if I had gone with maybe like a mauvey shade similar to the crease color, or probably could have even done something in the pink family, but yeah, I don't feel like this coordinates. This has got too much brown in it to go with the purple family. So, I tell you what, I'll take this off camera, and we'll try something else. Yeah, that'd be fun. Alright, so I took off Barracuda because, yeah, that seemed like it was clashing. So, I'll have to do the lip primer all over again. I hate it when I have to change lip colors though, because sometimes it like stains around the edges of my lips. I tried to get that off as best I could. And now my lips are wicked dry from using makeup remover. So hopefully this will go on all right. So when I bought ColourPop Barracuda, I also bought ColourPop Femme. And I think this is, yes, this is more of the same color family. Now I could do a contrasting color like pink or something like that, but I'm just going to do this whole monochromatic thing. I've been, excuse me, I've been seeing that a lot lately. Pictures and magazines and stuff of monochromatic makeup, and this is definitely all like mauves and purples here. So let's try ColourPop Femme, which is also a satin instead. And I can just tell by looking at this it's going to coordinate much better. Wow, yeah, that's monochromatic makeup for sure. Alright, so that's Femme. Alright, that is my purple mauve look. And as you can see, my hair is almost dry because I've been filming this for so long. Alright. Alright, thanks for watching, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing. Hope it didn't bum you out with the Carrie Fisher talk, but that's what's been going on lately, and yeah, I think I've said enough about that. Thanks so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.